Child Protective Services has been inquiring about teen mom Jenelle Evans' stepdaughter since the reality star's husband, David Eason, was accused of child abuse late last month. Following the claims that her father David, 35, assaulted Jenelle's oldest son Jace, 14, Maryssa, 16, was anticipated to talk with CPS, an exclusive source informed the U.S. Sun. Maryssa has spoken to CPS by now, and it was supposed to be with Jenelle and David's lawyer present, according to an insider. Despite assurances that she wouldn't have to return, she stayed in their home after being severely damaged by the 2019 CPS probe. According to the source, nobody is expecting her to say much to CPS at this point. After David killed the family's French bulldog, Nugget, in 2019, Jenelle fled the state with her two youngest children and went to Tennessee to petition for an order of protection against her husband. Following a CPS investigation into the residence, Maryssa gave a court testimony in front of David and Jenelle, according to several accounts at the time. Jenelle's son Kaiser, who she shares with her ex Nathan Griffith, and her daughter Inslee, who she shares with David, have both spoken to CPS at least once following the most recent incident involving Jace. In addition to becoming the subject of a CPS investigation, David is being charged with felony child abuse. It is currently believed by sources that all of the kids have spoken with CPS when Jenelle and David's attorney were there. According to several reports, Jenelle and David's lawyer is not present when more talks with the youngsters who still reside in the home are pursued as part of the ongoing CPS investigation. After the reported attack by 35-year-old David, Jenelle took Jace out of her care. The teen is presently under the custody of CPS, but while the investigation is ongoing, his grandmother Barbara is caring for him. Since his stepdad is said to have beaten him outside of a friend's house on September 28, Jace has reportedly not spoken to his mother, a source told the U.S. Sun earlier this week. Jace has not spoken to Jenelle since the incident, and Jenelle hasn't reached out to try to talk to him, either, a source said. A judge decided last month that Jenelle, 31, cannot see or talk to the teenager until he makes the first move to make contact. Meanwhile, some reliable sources claim that David has been barred from having any contact at all with Jace. Later this month, David will have his initial hearing about the child abuse complaint resulting from the purported assault on Jenelle's eldest kid. Exciting court records that were first made public by the U.S. Sun claim that David willingly injured Jace in the September incident. The defendant unlawfully and voluntarily did, as the parent of Jace V. Evans, who was a child, less than 16 years of age, inflict physical injury on that child, the court statement said. The physical injury inflicted caused marks on their right arm and left and right side of the neck, and was inflicted by other than accidental means. David has not responded to any of the accusations brought against him in public. Jace is under the care of his grandmother, but CPS has acquired custody of him in addition to David's criminal issues related to the alleged attack. Jenelle, Barbara, and Jace attended a special court hearing session late last month, where the judge granted his grandmother's permission to continue being his caregiver. The U.S. Sun broke the story of Jace's purported injuries early in October. After escaping for the third time, Jace was transported to the hospital, a source told the U.S. Sun. Jace allegedly reported that David had physically attacked him to medical professionals, a therapist, the Columbus County Sheriff of North Carolina, and a Child Protective Services CPS employee while he was in the hospital. The insider claims that everyone Jace talked to gave him significant attention and took the allegations seriously. The source said at the time that marks on his arms and neck were found by officials. The source claims that Jace told medical authorities that the violent incident happened the night before he fled. According to that insider, there were witnesses to the claimed incident, which happened outside of someone else's home. The source also mentioned this. They used a Ring camera to record the event. The insider said, CPS documented the entire episode. The Teen Mom 2 actress was reprimanded by a caseworker during a special hearing in early October for previously making it difficult for CPS to interview her kids.